Good evening. I'm Dan Fitzpatrick here at StockMarketMentor.com, and it's Wednesday, September 30th, last day of the month, window dressing day, and so a lot of stocks were up. Before I go into Apple, I want to mention this: technical analysis for non-technicians. If you're a member, you don't have to listen to any of this. You're good. If you're a non-member, here's the deal. You've received probably one email from Gary, my brother, about this. I'm teaching this course that we've been selling the snot out of for about 6 years. I've redone it and decided, you know what? Let's give it away. Why? Because I'm a philanthropist? No, because it's a great way to build our membership rolls. Here's what you need to do if you want to watch that, if you want to see it for free. You can get it anytime you want after I do this because you can pay for it in our store. But on this one-time deal, we're doing it for free for members. And so what you need to do is become a member. And it's a trial member. In fact, I think Gary said at the end of this video, you're going to be taken to the registration page. You can sign up for a free trial and cancel immediately, and you still going to have access for 30 days or whatever it is, and you'll be able to register for that workshop. It's a go-to-webinar workshop, and I'm just full disclosure, the maximum seats are 1,000. I'm going to fill them up because it's free, and if all of our members were to try to attend, let's just say the pissed crowd that's outside the door is going to be a heck of a lot bigger than the folks sitting in the seats. So if you want to get to it, you need to be a member, and I'm pounding the table on that. I totally mean it. So do that, take advantage of it, or don't cry for me, Argentina. I don't even know why I said that. Apple, big sell-off here. Support right at 108. Here's the deal. The company, Tim Cook announced that they had record sales on their last iPhone. It was just way more than the iPhone 6, the original one, sold. And it sounds really great, except this time they kind of added China. And I think there were more than like 5 or 6 of those people over in China that wanted the new iPhone. So the numbers, were fake numbers as far as what it meant for the popularity of the product. My point is this: the stock is still trading down. It was up today, but for crying out loud, so was everything else. It's window dressing, but look at the price action. I'll wait. Okay, here it is on a 5-minute chart. Stock gaps up today, trades up, trades down. Ultimately, though, there was no follow through to the upside. This was just, as I look at it, a distribution day. It was a distribution day on a day when stocks were generally trending much higher, because this is a lot of times what happens on the last day of the month. It's called window dressing. Money managers are protecting their stocks. They're buying them. Hedge funds are doing this. If you got your account being managed by somebody at Morgan Stanley, they're not doing it. But on the really, really big money, you're getting a lot of buying coming in on the last day of the month, so that the statements look a little bit better. Let's just say less bad. But with Apple, this gapped up along with the rest of the market and never really went anywhere. So I want you to be careful about this. I've been bearish on Apple, and every once in a while I get some hate mail, which I laugh at because it's easy to be a troll on the internet. A little bit tougher to look me in the face and say what you're saying. But every once in a while I'll get one of those that, calls me all kinds of names for being negative on Apple. Don't you realize what a wonderful country or what a wonderful company it is? Yeah, I do. A lot of other people realized it too, from about $10. So my point here on this is the stock has peaked. It's now rolling over. I'm really seriously looking forward to checking out those big iPads in November. Definitely more compelling to me than the iPhone. Why? Because my eyes are so bad. I actually have an iPad mini, and it actually just, to me, it looks like a larger iPhone, and I squint all the time. So I like that idea, and I think that larger iPad is going to be huge for these guys. I do. I'm not an engineer, but I think it's going to be great. That to me is more compelling than what these guys did with a recycled iPhone with a pressure sensitive screen for whatever reason that is, and better cameras to take selfies. So this doesn't move me. This will move me. When the stock does this, see, it's easy to be down on something. A little bit tougher to say, here's what I would do. So I'm telling you, here's what I would do. I would look at about 116, 117 or so as resistance for this stock. When the stock comes up here, I would sell it. Wouldn't short it. You don't, in my view, you don't want to be short a stock like Apple because it does have a big fan base, but you sell it. And then when it comes back down here to 110-ish, you buy it again. Lather, rinse, repeat. It's about a 5% gain or so. And then when the stock starts breaking above this level, and it will, it's going to go probably to 130 before it goes to 90, and it may not get there. But your trade is you watch this as resistance, and as long as every time the stock gets up here, you sell, because that's been the profitable trade. It's going to continue to be the profitable trade until the one time when it's not. That's why I say you don't short, because you don't want to be shorting the stock up here all smug and happy, and then boom, the stock runs up here and you're wondering what to do. Tracking it all the way up. No, it'll stop at the 200-day moving average and then I'll be paid off for my short. Seriously, this is an anaconda. You don't want to be wrestling that thing. But if the stock continues to bang up against this, you want to be selling into that strength. If the stock starts rolling over and trading below here, honestly, I wouldn't want to be shorting it either. I just wouldn't want to be long, because this was a massive sell-off. They do have new products coming out. The holiday season, my favorite time of year, is right around the corner, and Apple's going to be big in that. So there's a lot of, in my view, compelling reasons to be interested in owning Apple. It just so happens that none of them are technical. So I'm staying away from this stock until I have a technical reason, a reason that I can see on the chart for buying this stock. I'm just telling you, there is none right now. There's none. Okay, that's it for today. But again, if you're not a member, sign up. We've already got a boatload that have just on the email that Gary sent me, but it's really no penalty to you. The only thing is that you're going to have to watch something that we've made, hundreds of thousands of dollars on. You're going to have to watch it without paying me any money. And if you're a Catholic like I am, that guilt is going to get to you. So that's a tough thing for you, but I know you can do it. So sign up for your membership. And again, if you don't like it, cancel. You don't pay us anything, and you still get to see the webinar. So I want you there because it's important. And if you don't agree with me after you've watched the webinar, then I'll refund the money that you paid to watch it.